Hi everyone, welcome to Goddess Gardens. So that was another week in isolation, and I've got to say this week I found it a little bit harder. So what I'm going to have to do, because I've found out now that I've been furloughed for a few weeks, I am going to have some sort of routine. Otherwise it's going to kill me when I go back to work. It'll be such a shock to get back into routine, so I need to do this before I go. So I'm going to write down, somebody suggested on Twitter, to write down what jobs need to be done, like what time of the day, and I think that's the best thing. Just write it down, what I should be doing each hour, whatever. But what I have been doing is making sure that I leave it later in the day before I go out for my walk, because then this is how sad it gets, isn't it? Then I've got something to look forward to. But yeah, so obviously another week, another row on Twitter. But this is a problem now with what's happening. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, and I mentioned this last week, but this week I can't believe the absolute crap I have seen, particularly on Facebook, because it's people who I'm actually friends with. I'm going to have to unfollow her posting this absolute crap. And it's these holistic experts who are saying things like, usually anti-vaxxers who are posting stuff like, the government want you to do this and they've took all away your basic human rights, they're telling you to stay in, they want to control you, they've kept all the off licences open so that you're drunk and inebriated, so it makes them easier for them to control you. I don't know, I just think last time I looked, you actually had a choice of going into an off licence and buying drink. You had that choice. But these people are saying, that's been taken away from you now, the choice. So everybody's drunk, inebriated, which makes it so much easier for the government to come in and take control. But what frightens me is the number of people who believe this absolute crap. Like I say, anti-vaxxers. Let me tell you something, all you anti-vaxxers, right? When I was little, I had measles. I hadn't been vaccinated. And all I remember at the time, I was quite young, was the curtains staying shut. And I don't know if you realise this, all you anti-vaxxers, measles can make you blind, and it can make you deaf, and it can kill you. Luckily for me, it left me deaf in one ear, but it could have been a lot worse. When my little brother was about 5 or 6, he had whooping cough, and it was that bad. I just remember him walking around with a bowl all the time, bless him. It went on for weeks. I remember that. Not vaccinated, so he was coughing that much. The strain of it burst his blood vessels in his eyes, so his eyes were red like out of a horror film, honest to God. And I watched him struggling for weeks. So I can see how it kills little babies, but that's all right, because it's all about the government putting poison into your system so it's easier to control. Absolute crap. I've got to stop watching stuff like this because it just infuriates me. But I've also been watching a lot of Netflix, and unless you've lived under a rock this week, hopefully we've all watched Tiger King. I will never ever watch a documentary as good as this, I know I won't. It's the best thing I've ever seen. Absolute best thing. You could not make it up. It's got absolutely everything. And for anybody who's not watched it, please watch it. I say it's got a bad ending, but I don't know. But yeah, please watch it. It's the best thing you'll ever see. It's nuts. Because there's so much going on, I'm going to have to watch it again, because I'm sure I missed some stuff. But yeah. Also, there's other stuff I've been watching on Netflix, but I just think, I know we all want it to end. We all want it to end. And if the weather's going to get better, it's going to absolutely kill me. But hopefully, people aren't going to be stupid enough to go out in the parks sunbathing. But then again, the virus kills, the virus hates heat, doesn't it? So the sunshine kills the virus, according to some people. But there you go. So yeah, this week's dating sites have been a bit quieter, because I think they've realised you can't actually meet up. So apart from the odd, check out my profile and we might come to some mutual agreement. And I've sort of said, I don't know if you realise we're in the middle of a pandemic here, mate. Nobody's meeting up. Oh, well, I just thought, I meant to say chat. No, you apart from, there's not been many messages at all, because I think they've absolutely realised they don't want to chat with you. They just want to meet, which I agree sometimes. Just meet, and you know straight away if you want to spend time with that person or not. Waste your time. But so it's been fairly quiet. But on Twitter there was and I've seen this a few times, and I've seen it on Facebook. Facebook is different, where women want attention. Facebook is different. They'll post maybe new hairstyles, stuff like that, which is fine. But it's usually people with not open Facebooks, but will add anybody on their friends list. Usually men from other countries who, they don't actually know, never likely to meet, don't know anything about it, but they'll add them because then it makes them look popular. If you've got 3,000 friends, aren't you popular? Twitter's a bit the same, but Twitter is, you're more likely to see women posting pictures of themselves just in underwear for the attention. Oh, I've got a new set, what do you think of this? And these are the same women who will then, when the guys respond in the way a guy will respond, they don't like it. So then they sort of call them out on it and stuff like that, which I don't agree with. If you're going to post pictures like this, you know what you're going to get. So don't call out the guys for responding in the way you know they're going to respond. That's naughty. But anyway, I sort of tweeted something along them lines. And somebody always takes a bit. Not the person in question. Somebody who I didn't know sort of responded. So if I posted a provocative picture, key word there, provocative. If I post a provocative picture, does that mean it's all right for me to get death threats and rape threats? No, not at all. But if you're posting pictures like that, you know what sort of response you're going to get from some guys. So don't be kicking off when you do. And then it's like, well, where have I posted a picture of myself in my bikini? That's up to you. But don't be crying when you get the response you're going to get. We know what guys like. We know it's wrong. But we know what guys are like. And if you're posting pictures like that, you should be ready for the response that you're going to get. Doesn't make it right, but we all know what response you're going to get. And then she's saying something like, I'm surprised at how some guys react. And I went, how can you be surprised how some guys react? Sounds to me like you do this on a regular basis, so you know how guys react. But I just thought, well, don't post them then. But then they will post them. I've unfollowed so many people lately because of the absolute idiots that they follow. Because I'm not following these people. I follow people who do, which is why I see this crap. And it's the same on Facebook. They'll post something, and then all these guys who they don't actually know, who live in other countries, respond, and they get a bit upset about it. Oh, well, you added them and you don't even know them. But there we go. So, like I said, the next week will be, I've got to get some sort of routine going. Missing some of my workmates, really I'm missing some of my workmates. And I can't wait, for it to get back to normal. Like we all can't wait for it to get back to normal. So in the meantime, everybody take care, and I'll see you soon.